friends, it is Miss Thrasher for lesson 6, and today I have on my special math counting gloves. How many fingers do we have when we hold all our fingers up? 10. Awesome. So remember, we're still working with my favorite number, 10. All right, so when you're thinking of counting today and you're counting those bigger numbers, we make sure that we always find 10 because that makes counting a lot faster. So when we're working today, we're thinking of finding those 10 ones and then our extra ones. So we're working to find 10 ones and then our extra ones. Awesome, because it makes counting faster when we're able to pull out that group of 10. And I know you guys have been working really hard on that. And today we're going to also be using a special tool called our hide zero cards, because when we write these numbers, it's important that we write our group of 10s before we write about our extra ones. Just like we find our group of 10 before we find ones, that's how we're going to write it too. So we're going to start off with a quick counting the say 10 way, and I've got on my special number gloves. So you guys, just like in one of our previous lessons, are going to hold up your hands just like me, and we're going to count the say 10 way. We say 10 first because that's helps us count when we find our group of 10 before our extra ones. All right, everyone, hands up when we see those fingers. Perfect. All right, and you're going to echo me. Or you're gonna do it with me, I'm sorry. Ready? 10. Miss Thrasher, can you get it together, Miss Thrasher? Everyone shake it out. These gloves, they're just, okay, ready? All right, let's try again. 10, 1. 10, 2. Got my 2 fingers up. 10, 3. 10, 4. Counting the say 10 way. Make sure you're counting with me. 10, 5. We always count the 10 first. 10, 6. Awesome. 10, 7. 10, 8. Great job pushing out 10 first. 10, 9. Awesome. And 2, 10. That's how we say the last one, because we have 1 10 and 2 10s. Perfect. So remember, when we count the say 10 way, it helps us to remember that we're saying that group of 10 before our extra ones. Now, I want to just take a quick second to show you our hide zero cards that we're going to be using today in our lesson. Our hide zero cards, make sure we write our number correctly. So if I were to have our number 10, 1, 10, 1. When we say 10, 1, just like on our fingers, we have 10 and 1. When we put 10 and 1 together, it hides that 0. So 10, 1 is 11. 10 and 1 more. 10, 1 is 11. Perfect. Now what about 10, 2 is 12. Now that 0 doesn't disappear, it's just hiding. So we have 10 and 2 is the number 12. Now what do you think the number 10, 3 is going to be? Let's try. 10, 3, 13. Awesome, guys. Now on my snap, what do you think 10, 4 is going to be? 14. Let's see. 10, 4, 14. So we have 10. Our extra ones, we have 4. So 10, 4 is 14. So even though this 0 is hiding, we know that there's still 10. 10, 4, 14. 10, 5 on my snap, 15. 10, 6 on my snap, 16. 10, 7 on my snap, 17. 10, 8, 18. and 10, 9, 19. Awesome. So we know that when we are using our hide 0 cards, the 0 doesn't disappear. This isn't 1, 3. It's 10, 3 because we found we have those 10 ones and some extra ones. Awesome. Let's switch over real quick so I can show you with some cubes. Oh, you guys are super, super smart. So remember, just like our egg crate, we have our 10 frame here. Even if it's turned sideways, we know that it's 10. So if I have 10, 3, we have our group of 10 first. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have both of our 5 groups filled up. I remember that helps us count faster. 5 and 5 is 10. But we also have 3 extra ones. 1, 2, 3. 10, 3 is the same as 13. Now, where did that 0 go? It didn't disappear. Remember, it's just hiding because we have 10 and 3. But to write our number, we use our extra ones and we just hide that 0, 13. Now, this 1 is still telling us about 10, 10, 3. We just write it like 13. We use our group of 10 first. We find that group of 10, it makes counting a lot faster. And then we count our extra ones. 10, 3, 13. That's so easy rather than going 1, 2, 3 and counting them all over again. 10, 3 is 13. Now, what if I had 10 and 2? We use our group of 10. 10, we know there's 10 here because our 10 frame is filled up. 10 helps us count a lot faster. 10, and how many extras? Let's count. 1, 2. 10, 2. Remember when we put them together, we hide that 0. 10, 2 is 12. But we make sure we don't forget that this number is telling us about our 10 ones. Can't forget that it's 10. Awesome. So we make sure today when we're learning that we're representing our number by putting our group of 10 before our extra ones. And it's easier to count when we find 10 ones first. So we have our 10 ones and our extra ones. So 10, 2 is the same as 12. Awesome job, guys. I think you guys are going to be ready for our hide 0 cards. Perfect. So we use our 10 ones and our extra ones to make sure that we are counting a lot faster. So I want to talk about boys and girls in the classroom, and we're going to use our cubes to show our boys and girls. So I remembered, you know what, actually, we are going to use our bears because we already used our cubes. Awesome. So I want us to remember that we find our group of 10 ones and then our extra ones. So let's say we have 10 girls. Let's count our 10 girls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count with me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We always find our group of 10 ones, and then we find our extra ones. So let's see, we have 10 girls. Let's see how many boys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. I'm going to tilt us up a little bit so we can see. Great job. So we have 10 girls and 4 boys. Now, how do you think we would say that the say 10 way? 10, 4. 10, 4. I want you to think of what those numbers look like in your brain with our hide 0 cards. 10, Oops, let me make sure you can see it. 10. Oh, send some shine, send some shine. Perfect. 10, 4. That's why we use the say 10 way, because we have our group of 10 and our 4. 10, 4. Remember, our magic. 14. 10, 4 is 14. That is so much faster than having to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and count all of them. We know that this is 10. We don't even have to count this again, because we know when our frame is filled up that we have 10, because 5 and 5 makes 10. Already know that's 10. Boom, easy. Our extra ones, how many on my snap? 4. 10, 4, 14. We remember that from when we counted the say 10 way. Everyone echo me. 10, 4, 14. 10, 4, 14. Now that 0 doesn't disappear. It's just hiding behind the number 4. We remember that we can show our numbers by putting our group of 10 before our extra ones. The group of 10 always goes before our extra ones. It's a lot easier to count when we find 10 ones and then the extra ones. Great job, friends. Awesome. So when you are going into your problem set today, I want you thinking about how you are finding that group of 10 ones and then your extra ones. And we show that by putting our group of 10 ones before. So your problem set is going to look a little bit like this, where you are going to have 10 filled in. So we don't even have to count this, because we know that if our 10 frame is full, how many do we have? 10. And then you're going to have some extra. 10, how many? 2. 10, 2. Think of what happens. Think of what happens. Remember, we use our 10s before our 1s. Our 0 disappears. So 10, 2. Think about what number 10, 2 is on my snap. 10, 2 is 12. Awesome. So when you're learning today, I want you to make sure you are representing your number by putting your group of 10 before our extra ones. It's so much easier to count when we use our group of 10 first and then find our extra ones. Awesome job. Good luck today, scholars. I hope you are super great at finding 10 and then our extra ones and representing that number. Bye, guys. Awesome job, scholars. Make sure you're thinking about those hide 0 cards as you pull out your group of 10 and extra ones. What happens to that 0 when you put 10 and the extra ones together? We make sure to write our 10s before our extra ones. Awesome. Good luck today, honeys.